I don't want to harp on this. I talked about this on the Right Quality podcast as well because it dealt with the NBA player, and I'm not sure if you're familiar, but he was a player on the Bulls before he got waived. So I don't know if these wavelengths made their way into your news orbit.
I've, I've seen.
Yes. But outside of the comments just being derogatory and there being no explanation for him, not harping on that. And for y'all that don't know, just go look up Jaden Ivey and that whole situation. But the religion aspect and the way that people use religion as a shield for their views on these other things and their hatred for other things and other people, out of hand, out of pocket. Like we gotta, and I've realized that I don't think people like, yes, there are dumb people in this world, don't get me wrong, but there are also smart people, relatively, and educated people that just have an either an ignorance or just like a downright disdain that is unacceptable, like when it comes to things that they just deem unrighteous. And the amount of people that are taking religion and using that to I, I can't even try to articulate what it is they're trying to do, but that culture of what it is to kind of be like blindly loyal to something. And I more so look at that in tandem with the idea of religion kind of becoming a little bit trendy, in the idea that a lot of people who are recently on a new faith walk and a new journey do not know how to balance, you know, yes, what you're learning, what you're trying to be more intentional about, and what you may be trying to walk in with the evolution and the realities of the world.
Mhm.
And everybody is entitled to their opinions, and everybody can live their life the way they want to. But none of us should be passing judgment. And the fact that that seems to be lost on an insane amount of people is where I feel like a line just needs to be drawn. But yeah, don't want to get on too much of a soapbox about that. But I like that culture of it speaks to the blind loyalty that we're talking about. And that's why I feel like, loyalty without integrity just again is very cult-like, cultish, if you will.
Yeah. God, I don't want to get us canceled for thousands of people that listen to us, but like for me, that's been a speed bump in my spiritual religious journey because growing up it was this like thing that you did, and I understand the culture. I grew up Christian, but like understanding culturally, like in Black culture, what religion, specifically Christianity, does and all of those things. I'm not knocking that, and I don't want to sound reductive, but even at a young age I saw what was being presented and taught to me, and then I would see what happened outside of church. And I'm not just like calling anybody out specifically, but um, religion and Halloween, they was always kind of one and the same to me. You just dressing up as somebody for a little bit and then you take the mask off and you go there. I don't want to go any further and I don't want to, get struck down by whoever these groups are, but um we are not perfect. And I think for a lot of people who kind of grew up like I did, religion was shown, or Christianity was shown as, the gold standard. You do these things, you have to be perfect, you have to do these things. But I'm like, everybody sins, and no one sin is greater than the other. So how do you get to pick and choose? Or you're just loyal to somebody telling you their interpretation of a book? So,
That also speaks to another subject and topic that I will not name directly, but that we have been impacted by is relevant to us based on our affiliation, if you will.
mm,
Um, and that's all I'll say on that. But we digress.